Hey team, welcome to another Bullpen Bulletin with Coach Hart and Building Better Baseball. Today's video is about how to get out of a slump. A slump is one of the biggest things that happen in baseball, and it's one of the hardest things to overcome in baseball. So today I'm giving you 5 simple steps to get out of your slump if you're in a slump. Remember, I'm Coach Hart, this is Building Better Baseball, and this is the best place for baseball education. Let's get into these 5 simple steps on how to get out of a slump. So the first thing I want to start off with is I want to make sure that you know that you are not alone. Always remember, you're not alone. Baseball is a game of failure, and players going multiple games in a row without a hit is very common. And the reason I put failure in quotations is because you don't really fail. You only fail if you give up, right? If you keep on trying and you learn from your mistakes and everything, that is not really failure, right? Failure only happens when you give up. So that's why I put it in quotations. That doesn't mean that you are a failure. I want to make sure that you know that just because you are failing, that does not mean that you are a failure. Because you are not succeeding at something, that doesn't mean that that is your identity as a player. So you are not a failure because you are not succeeding. I just want to make sure you know that. Whenever it seems like the world is against you and you can't buy a hit, that's just part of baseball. You got to remember that. That's just the game that we play, and it's just part of the game. So don't think that you're the only one. Like I said, everybody goes through slumps. Everybody has seasons of failure and everything like that. So I want to make sure that you are not on an island and that you know that you're not alone. So the first thing is positivity is key when you're in a slump. The only thing that you have absolute control over is your mind and your attitude towards playing baseball. Even though it might be hard to do, you must be relentlessly positive with yourself to get out of a slump. You remember, you have hit the ball before. You are a great player and you can hit. That is key to remember, is that you have done it before. It's not like you've never done it before and this is the first time you're trying to hit the ball, right? You have hit the ball before and you are a great player and you can hit. This is just a time when you are not hitting, but that doesn't mean that you can't hit. And I want you to know that your beliefs drive your actions. So, what you believe about yourself, those will impact and those will drive how you approach getting out of a slump and how you approach playing baseball. And a belief is just a thought that you repeatedly think, right? So, might as well make them empowering and positive and make you feel good, right? If you repeatedly think that you can't get out of the slump, then that turns into a belief about yourself, which will then drive your actions to approaching how to get out of a slump. So if you constantly think positive and you know that you can and you will get out of a slump, those thoughts progress and they turn into that belief, which will then help you get out of a slump. So the first thing is just staying positive and knowing that you can do it. And the next thing is going back to the basics. Often, when a player is in a slump, they start trying to change so many things and all at once, right? You don't want to try to change too many things. You don't want to try to change your stance and your swing and is this happening and blah, blah, blah. Wipe all that, right? Go back to the basics and you don't want to try to change too many things at once. When you're struggling to hit the ball, the easiest thing to practice is simply just hitting the ball, right? Feeling that contact of the bat. Get up on the tee and just swing and contact the ball. That is the most important thing, to feel that contact when you are in a slump. Because, like I said, if you try to change too many things, you're going to be thinking too much, right? Go back to the basic skills of hitting and practice the fundamental skills. Just go back to the foundational skills of swinging the bat and hitting the ball, and then you can build up from there. And that's what I say here. Practice the easy stuff first, and then you regroup and move forward from there. So just go back to the basics of just swinging the bat and feeling the bat hit the ball, and then you can start building from there, and that will help you get out of a slump. Just go back to the basics. Stop thinking so much. All right. Even though thinking about all of the things helps you when you're practicing, it is your worst enemy in the game, right? If your mind is just racing, 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 thinking about all of the things in a game, that is your worst enemy. Thinking is for practice and playing is for games. All right. You think in practice, and that's where you work on all of the things. But when you're in a game, clear your mind. Stop thinking so much, right? Stop thinking about the slump. Stop thinking about all of the things and just get out there and do what you know how to do. You build muscle memory and repeatable mechanics in practice. That's what practice is for, right? And then you rely on that muscle memory in a game without having to think. So in a game, it's all reaction and using the muscle memory that you've built in practice. Games are not for thinking and building that muscle memory. Games are just for reacting, having fun, and relying on all of the practice that you've done to serve you well in the game, right? Clear your mind and have fun. Are you smiling when you play? Are you having fun? Sometimes we get so far into our own head that we forget why we're playing in the first place, right? Baseball is a game of fun. The reason you're playing is to get out there and have some fun with your friends, with your teammates, and to have success on the field. And sometimes we're in a slump. We just get so far into our own head and we have that negative spiral of thoughts thinking that we can't do it, that we lose sight of the exact reason why we're playing in the first place. So make sure that you're smiling, have fun out there, right? Baseball is supposed to be a fun game, and being constantly frustrated isn't very fun, right? And that's something that you can control. You can control how you feel out on the field. Even if you're not experiencing the success that you would like on the field, never lose sight of why you are out there. You're out there to have some fun with your teammates and just to play a game, right? So when you're in a slump, smile more, enjoy the little things, and remind yourself to have fun. That's really, really important because, like I said, that will get rid of that negative thought spiral of I can't do it. And if you smile more and you enjoy the little things with your teammates and everything, and your coaches and playing the game, and remind yourself to have fun, that will reverse that spiral and create that positive spiral of creating positive thoughts, which will turn into beliefs, which will push your actions, which will get you out of that slump, right? So never forget why you're out on the field in the first place. Clear your mind, smile, and have some fun. And this is a last resort, right? Forget everything and swing the bat. If you're still not hitting the ball, there's only one thing left to do, and forget about everything and swing the bat. You have nothing to lose, right? You're already in a slump. You're already not hitting the ball. What do you have to lose? Stop thinking about everything, forget everything, all your mechanics and everything like that, and just swing the bat. And that's what I say here. Forget about your mechanics. Swing the bat however you want. Forget about the situation. If there's men on, if there's outs, whatever, you're in a slump. You don't have to worry about all that. All you want is to get a hit. So forget about the situation. Forget about statistics. Forget about batting average. Forget about doubles and triples and all those things, right? Wipe your mind of everything and forget about your slump. The worst thing that you can do when you are in a slump is to keep thinking about your slump. So just try, like I said, try to wipe your mind, forget about everything, and just get up there and swing the bat. And if the slump continues, you have nothing to lose. You're right back where you started. So might as well just get out there and have some fun swinging the bat and trying to get a hit. Because once you get that first hit out of your slump, that will create that positive spiral and that will get you back on track to where you want to be. All right. So I really hope this video helped you out to get out of a slump. And remember, I think the big keys is positivity. Keep yourself positive. Keep yourself in that positive spiral of I can do it and I will do it. Remember that you've hit the ball before. You can do it again. You are a great player. And like I said, just know in your heart that you will get out of the slump. Just get up there, swing the bat, forget about everything, keep positive, and you will get out of that slump. All right. So don't forget to grab your free guide link below. I have about 8 to 10 of them down there. I made them for you for free to help you out in your baseball journey. All right. Grab one, grab all, grab whatever you think would help. Remember, I'm Coach Hart. This is Building Better Baseball, and I hope you like this video. I will see you in another video real soon.